What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh wait, I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto. What's going on? Hope I'm on now. Welcome to the breakdown episode. What is it? 7:45, man. Hope y'all had a good weekend. I did. What is it? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Almost 4 days of training, absolute fucking training in the mountains. I recommend anybody. Actually, I probably wouldn't recommend a week to go to the mountains and train because it's absolutely fucking crazy. Okay. But besides training, it's kind of like spiritual. Like it really is. It really is. I got to think about a lot of stuff. I really did. Get to sit back and think about a lot of stuff. Let me give a shout out to the sponsors. Shout out to Midnight. Go check out Midnight City also. Check out Midnight City. Participate in it. I'm in it. Watch Midnight City grow. Watch Midnight grow. Also, shout out to Polymarket. Polymarket is the official prediction market sponsor of the DG brand. That's right. There you go. And also Cake Wallet. Shout out to Cake Wallet. Vic was on here on Thursday. And we were breaking down not just Cake Wallet, but we broke down Radar Chat. Hopefully everybody got into Radar Chat. Hopefully everybody went ahead and downloaded Radar Chat. I did. I'm not sending you Bitcoin. But y'all can go ahead and download that. Finally, we have something, a product that we've been talking about for a long ass time. I know why a lot of you guys are tuned in, so I'll address that as well. I had a lot of time to think about that too. During my time not training, which was like every day was about 8 hours of training in. Like, fuck. It was just training and working out and God damn it, man. That shit, I'm telling you right now, that shit will break your ass down, bro. That shit will break you down. Um, it's funny, I wanted to leave the first, second day, but I'm not that type of motherfucker. I wanted to leave badly. And then I wanted to stay, which is weird. And and then I just got to connect with. I know this sound is gonna sound like ugh to a lot of you guys because a lot of you guys don't leave your house, but man, I grew some sort of connection with nature and shit. I don't know, man. It was just fucking good to get away from social media. It was just fucking really good to disconnect from all of this shit. Like it really fucking was. Like I feel so much better now. Forget even training. I train and work out all the time. To get away from social media was, oh my god, like it was fucking great. Like I don't even want to go back on social media. Like, and I'm being honest with you. Like I don't want to go back onto social media. If it wasn't for this show, you'd probably not see me. I think social media is legit poison. And it took me 4 days from being disconnected to actually see how poisonous fucking social media is. I speak my mind. I had time to go ahead and sit back and read some things on social media that were brought to my attention. So I'm gonna let me just address. I like to address something, and I'm going to read this out. I didn't want to post this. I wanted to wait until I got onto my show to read a statement out, and the statement goes as it's a statement regarding third party token claims. So over the past few weeks, and this has been a past. Let me just read this, and then I'll talk about it. Over the past several weeks, I've become aware of individuals or projects suggesting, implying, or outright claiming that I have endorsed their token or project. To be absolutely clear, unless I have publicly stated it myself through my official channels, I have not endorsed your token, project, or community. I cover the crypto industry. I analyze trends, technology, communities, markets. Discussing a project, mentioning a chain, or sharing an opinion should never be interpreted as an endorsement. I genuinely wish every builder, founder, and community success. Crypto is built on innovation, competition, and I hope that great ideas continue to emerge across this industry. Hopefully, or however, excuse me, however, I respectfully ask that no one use my name, likeness, reputation, or commentary to imply support where none has been given. If I ever choose to endorse a project or publicly stand behind something, you'll hear it directly from me through my official accounts. Thank you to everyone who continues to support my work. I got DMs that obviously I got to read, and there are people that are claiming that um, I'm supporting their project. Uh, I'm somehow participating. It's not true. Like if I don't say, if it doesn't come from my official channels, no. So if you don't see it on my official Twitter account, Threads, TikTok, whatever, like run through run through the goddamn social media platforms. It hasn't happened. And that kind of like ticked me the fuck off when I seen some of the things, because I've laid out essentially what I want to do, how I think we can make this space better. And some of the things that I've seen, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit, man? What is this shit? Legit. I do endorse BTC. I do endorse Bitcoin, 100%. I do. But I had to make that statement. And I've stated that multiple times too, unless I endorse. By the way, this has nothing to do. I want this to be very clear. This has nothing to do with. Um, this has nothing to do with what I've been breaking down for the past few shows. It's particularly there have been other projects that have been claiming that I'm somehow associated. I've been away for 4 days. I have not talked to anybody. Really, I have not talked to a single individual. So when people go ahead and make a statement that I've spoken to them, and we've wrapped all this stuff, like it hasn't happened. So again, that's why I needed to make the comment and say, like, hey, like I haven't done anything. I haven't done a goddamn thing except worked out. So there's that. There's that. I will do whatever I do. I will do it on my terms. Yeah, I'm a little bit. I got to tell you, like, and that's why I talk about social media being toxic, right? I got to get away for those 4 days, and I didn't get to. I got away from the phone for about 2.5 days, I would say. And I sat back, and it just felt rejuvenating. It just, all the drama, all the nastiness, and I sat here for fucking a week to 2 weeks talking about how to bring communities together and all this shit, and nobody's listening. And then you got outsiders that are saying that I'm apparently fucking. I'm holding back because you know what? I'm holding back because I came back from a great experience. I'm really holding back because I came back from a great experience. This show will only go on for until 2 o'clock, by the way, and then we'll be back. We'll be back on from 12 to 2 moving forward. Man, I am holding back though. I'm. This is what I mean. I just want to do my show, and I'm kind of like, you know what? Kind of disappointed, and it definitely has nothing to do with what we've been talking about. Nah, like this dude. Look at see. This is what I mean. Whatever I just said went over your head. Let me bring in Landy before I go ahead and really rip open. What's going on, Landy?
How you doing, David?
I'm doing fucking great. I just needed to fucking address things on, I really wasn't on social media.
Yeah, I know.
It's really one of the things that, like, when you go and train like that, like you do not go on social media. You have to be absolutely focused because you can read things and then you're not focused. Your mind's not there. The shit that was delivered into my DMs was very upsetting.
Yep.
And
Yeah, I don't.
fuck, I absolutely don't give. I'm holding back now. I'm holding back, big time.
Well, I know that. Well, I saw when you saw, so I was like, huh, but understandable. You're gone, and when when the Hebrew hammer's away, the kids will play.
I've stated that I'd like to see us get back to what we had. If you want to go back to 2020, 2021, I wanted to go back to that. I wanted to rally the community. I wanted to participate in healing the goddamn crypto space, the space that we had before. It was enjoyable. It was really fucking enjoyable compared to what we have now. And even now you see it. By the way, I don't begrudge anybody. You guys want to participate on Robinhood? I already spoke about Robinhood multiple times throughout the years, saying that Robinhood will onboard a massive amount of people into crypto. So you want to ask me about my opinion on Robinhood Chain? I have my thoughts on that. But as for Robinhood, the entity, I think it brings in a lot of people into crypto, and that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a great thing to have them, and have them talking about crypto is absolutely wonderful. You would have thought that Coinbase wouldn't have dropped the ball on that.
Yeah.
Coinbase had it. Coinbase had, you had Base Chain and you had Coinbase, and you thought maybe, just maybe, they could have done something with it. And you know what? They didn't have the right people in the position to do it.
I think
Respectfully,
they didn't have the right market opportunity.
Nah,
Robinhood.
come on.
I, Here's why. Can I tell you why I say that? Because Robinhood has had crypto for a very long time. And, for a while in the early days, you couldn't transfer crypto off of Robinhood, and then you could when they became their own clearinghouse and they moved away from Apex Clearing. You could actually, then you could move your crypto around. And now that they have a chain, they're doing it in a way in which I think they have a much more leverage because they're coming from the traditional market side to the crypto side, not the other way around. Gives them a lot more opportunity. And they're way bigger than Coinbase. When you think about how much traditional market volume there is,
I'm just saying that I get that. I respect it.
Coinbase had the
But they could have done something, just
yeah,
like
they were
Robinhood
early.
did.
Yeah, they were early and they dropped the ball. I agree.
I feel like they really did. Um, Robinhood, though, obviously, there's one thing that I'll continue to say is I've been big on Robinhood in terms of onboarding. They do have an advantage because they have a bigger user base than Coinbase. That we can't say. The reason why I say that is because they have people in the traditional markets that do like to go ahead and participate in memeing. By the way, it's funny how when I went publicly endorsing memes, I got laughed at. Now memes are the new thing. If you're listening, Vlad understands the mission. He knows where the people are. I don't give a fuck what anybody says or wants to say about memes. Vlad understands. That entire company understands. We'll get everybody through meming. They've seen what memes can do. They've seen what AMC is a meme at this point. GameStop is a meme. Like they understand the market and they're taking advantage of it. So I'm not going to disrespect anybody who is jumping from Solana into what you would call it,
Into
from
Robinhood too.
Solana into Robinhood, and they're participate. You should go ahead and explore everywhere. You should be a market participant everywhere. But you know what? When they say their chain's different, I kind of look. I'm like, like it's no different. You just got the same people from Solana that have gone into Robinhood and they're creating that. That's really it.
Yeah.
They might just be seen by a bigger audience. We'll touch on that. I just want to again address before I move forward with this shit. Let's see. This guy said, I just want to address this before I leading into what I want to say again. You farmed the ticker first, and then you called for the same supply control as Ansem. I called for nothing. I explained what I would do. You got it with David, and then you engagement farmed the full community for 2 weeks. Great. No problem. Leave, sell. I don't really give a fuck. Now, when people go around saying that I've endorsed something when I haven't, when people say that I'm affiliated or I've talked to somebody, and this has come through multiple channels, I've talked to somebody to align with XYZ project, these things never happen. I usually come on here if I've ever done anything, and I will say, hey, this is what's happening. You get everything you want from me on my channels. Second, I will not be fucking bullied into fucking endorsing anything on your time. Like I said, for a week or two, I want to see who's about that fucking life, not about who's about that fucking money. So, as I clearly stated multiple times, if you're about getting your $3, your $5, your $9, you can rip me all you want. You could talk shit. You could say whatever you want. We don't fuck with each other. Your words mean nothing. I will do things on my time because it's my brand. Okay. And none of you motherfuckers are going to use my brand to go ahead and make profit for yourselves and then leave me sitting here like a fucking asshole explaining, oh, well, and working. Well, this is what I'm telling you, Landy, I'm about to blast off and I am trying so hard within everything in my being to hold back. I really am trying to hold back.
Yeah, look, I mean,
Because motherfuckers don't like the right intentions. Motherfuckers are looking to go ahead and use a brand that is, you know what? I have a great fucking brand. To use the brand, to profit off of it, to go to the next thing. It's the same thing that you saw with Solana just now. Solana summer turned into Robinhood summer, right? Do you understand the thinking?
mhm.
This is not a diss to Robinhood. I'm just telling you that the attention span is 3 seconds and it's off. And then I'm here working by myself being tortured. I'm not, never. I rather this cocksucker call me a LARP than ever put myself in that kind of position. Never will happen. Like I said, I'm down to bring back the old days.
Yeah, look, I think
Let me
some
finish
people are a
that.
little
I'm
also a little
down.
confused.
I'm down to go ahead and heal crypto, be a part of that, because I want crypto back. But these little fucks over here, I will not allow them to go ahead and milk my brand. And then out of nowhere, dudes claiming to be, I'm randomly saying this, generalizing it. So if you feel like it fits you, that's your problem. But I'm generalizing, saying that people are claiming I'm a part of certain other. No. We're not going to do that. No. Zero. None. But I do respect the people that have truly and genuinely supported me. That I will say. There have been people that have truly and genuinely supported me. So,
At the end
yeah,
of the day,
that's really it. There's a lot more for me to rip into, but man, god damn it, man.
at
God
the
damn it, man. I am like a lion right now, man.
well,
I am
David,
literally like a fucking lion.
I think at the end of the day, what it comes down to is you shouldn't look at speculation as if you're going to hear something, it's going to come from David, right? If there is something that is being ascribed to David that he has not said, you should probably question that. He says everything he wants to say on his show and on the timeline.
I'm just like, I'm blown away. I'm actually blown away that people can actually have the balls to do that.
Some people are bold, my friend.
Because I literally come back. I'm telling you, I'm 4 days away. I don't have a really good. You don't have a signal in these fucking mountains. You don't have a fucking signal. Like I had Starlink and shit, but like you got to get the fuck out of the fucking woods. Like, do you understand? Like that. It's like, bro. Like I don't get to see any. I didn't get to really see what was happening. And then my boy Conor McGregor, man. My boy. Like, that's my boy, bro. Like, that shit happens. I'm more angry now, man. Like, I'm just like, man. I do want to say that I see, obviously, the community that has rallied behind. There are communities that have been rallying behind certain things, and I appreciate them. I see the work. God bless you, man. The bag working is crazy. That is crazy work. I'm talking like outside of this, like that when I seen these DMs come to me and people are asking me, I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. I haven't. The only person I've spoken to, and it's been for like 2 seconds, was Landy in 4 days.
Yep.
Like I have not talked to anybody else. if you're looking at numbers, by the way, when you look at numbers when it comes to crypto, if that's what you're looking at, if you're looking at numbers, it's what I said 2 weeks ago. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in numbers, man. Numbers come when you actually build out something that's great. That's bottom line. I'm not lucky. I'm not letting anybody get to me. It's just I'm very passionate about the shit that I like doing. I love crypto. I've been in crypto for so long. I'd like to see us go back. And I know it's repetitive because you guys have been tuning into the show, so you've heard this a lot of times. But I just wanted to go back to what it used to be, if that's even fucking possible. That's it.
And community is what has to drive community is what drives everything forward in this space.
But look at
Just-
day one. So, like, let's talk about, if you guys want to talk about what's in the wallet, let's talk about day one energy versus day 4 or 5 energy. It's different. And that's because of what has happened to crypto. That's why, like, I put this in the subscribers group. For anybody who subscribes to me, you can see what I wrote as a tweet. And this is what I wrote, Landy. I'll read it to you. I'll read it to everybody. I know there are people that don't sub, but I'll read this out loud. So I remember going through this on X Spaces like a few years ago. A good friend of mine said something during an X Space that stuck with me. We were debating about a community, air quote, and what it really is. And he said, let's see where this so-called community is 90 days from now. I'll never forget this. His point was simple. Everyone shows up when it's exciting, and then a week later, most people disappear. The more I think about it, the more I think he's right about where crypto is today. Maybe I'm still holding on to what this industry used to be, which in my mind, obviously 2 cycles ago. Maybe I'm still, okay. I remember communities that actually believed in something, communities that fought through the bad days instead of running to the next shiny object. Maybe that's just, or maybe we're just living through a phase where everyone has to learn the hard way that scratch-off tickets don't build movements. And maybe, just maybe, people will eventually get tired of chasing everything and finally rally behind something that actually means something. And then I saw this, so I did a side note because people were saying, "Oh, now you're with Robin." So it was about Robinhood. I've seen people saying I support Robinhood now because I pointed out the obvious. And that's not what I said. I've always believed you shouldn't limit yourself to one chain. If there's opportunity somewhere else, learn it. What I've also said, and some of you conveniently leave this part out, which is if you have to dump your conviction play just to chase the next shiny object, you never had conviction in the first place. Those are 2 completely different conversations. I cover the entire industry. My job is to analyze where things are going, not pledge allegiance to one chain. So all I was saying was, if you need to sell XYZ to go participate in Robinhood, you're already fucked. If you don't have money to participate there, you don't go there. Because if you're selling your conviction play, then that was never a conviction and you never believed. Or let's say you got into a good play. Now you want to go to Robinhood, but you don't have money for Robinhood, so you're selling your conviction play. You go onto Robinhood, you get fucking smacked upside the head. Then you come back, you don't have a conviction play or any skin in your conviction play, and that shit sends. Do you understand my message? Like, if you don't have the money, you don't play there, correct?
Yep.
Because these are the same people that after they get slaughtered, they come back and say, well, it's your fault. You did this. It's your fault. So that's what I was saying. I'm not a one-chain maxi. If anything, you should have learned with Ethereum. And then all of a sudden, Solana came out, right? Solana comes out. Nobody wants to move over there, right? Everybody's like, oh, it's just a thing. Oh, just whatever. And then look what happens, right? Solana basically is taking all the mind share away from Ethereum. Now you got Robinhood, right? People are on Solana saying, "Oh, this is nothing," but it's Robinhood. It's kind of like you gotta. This is not like AVAX, respectfully, coming out with like their own chain talking about memes, right? This is Robinhood with an enormous amount of clientele, regardless how we feel when they halted trading for retail. Forget about that, throw it out the window. It's Robinhood, right? So you can't go ahead and just push it away and say, yo, fuck that. It's like it'll only last for a fucking week. Okay, there might be a possibility it lasts for a week, but this is Robinhood again, and you have people trading stocks that can now easily access crypto. So it's just me analyzing the market and telling you, hey, man, don't be a one-chain maxi. But if you're doing these things, you better have money and not be pulling out of your conviction plays. That's really it, right?
Yeah.
Which the words get taken out of context, and all of a sudden, I left Solana and I went to Robinhood. Those are a few DMs that I read. I'm like, what are we fucking talking about? And then I understand this is your first time tuning in to, let's say, me in the last 2 to 3 weeks. It's your first time. You've never heard somebody actually break down and articulate the markets like me. Okay, because you're used to some guy hyping you up and you're running into some bullshit. I get it. I totally understand. It's gonna be an adjustment for you. Hearing harsh things is an adjustment for you. And then, I kind of fell into the little trap of you hear people saying he's definitely, like, he has to. He's definitely what? What are we definitely doing? Yeah, I'm on one, Landy. I know you're probably like, hey, shut the fuck up. I'm not gonna shut the fuck up.
No.
Because I came after seeing what I saw, I was like, apps, what the fuck are we doing here? Motherfuckers talking about they're gonna I really am holding back today.
It's not even.
This is the first time I'm holding back.
Not worth it. But what I will say is, one of the big things that, Robinhood has proved is that, we saw this, when memes kicked off on Ethereum, right? And Pepe really got that rolling. And then it rotated over to Solana, and then it rotated over to Sui and Tron and all of these other networks. And then, of course, it rotated back for a little while to Ethereum, and then back to Solana. And you had Pump Fund really take over. And this is where we are again, right? You have Pump Fund stuff starting to roll. Robinhood comes in, people rotate, and people will rotate back, because I don't think people really understand that Robinhood isn't building out. The memes are the marketing, right? The meme tokens that you see, and the platforms that are being built to launch meme tokens on Robinhood's chain, which is built on Arbitrum, right, is essentially a rotation to Ethereum memes, right, but on Robinhood. And the chain is purpose built for RWAs and RWA assets, but the marketing is memes, so it will rotate back, right? It's going to end up, we're going to see the same type of rotation that we've seen before. Different paths. You had Solana really get rolling with memes and NFTs last cycle, right? It was NFTs, and then took over the meme space in terms of mind share. And then during the bear market, what have they been doing? They've been building out to target institutions and stock tokens and RWAs in terms of product. And then you've got Robinhood getting in the game. They already have, an entire, business surrounding the stock market, right? And now they've had crypto for a long time. But you can see the logical path forward is they were going to continue to get into crypto after they got Apex to Robinhood clearing. So they became their own clearing company. And then now to launching their own chain. So start with memes, get the hype in and around the actual chain itself, get volume on there, get people interested, and then they're going to move over to, the institutional side of things. And these things typically are going to be shorter term plays anyway before they rotate back to where everybody's comfortable. And that's the point. is like, yeah, you can go and you can play and have fun. And even I'm over on Robinhood and messing around and seeing what it is that they built. And quite honestly, it's nothing really different than what we've seen before. It really isn't. It's
No, it's
it's
not.
just a
I
fully
mean,
compatible EVM,
yeah.
and that's cool.
It's
But
BNB. It's BNB. You know what I thought about? It's BNB when BNB first started, and BNB had trouble. And 40% of the transactions are not even going through on Robinhood.
yeah,
Again, I'm not shitting on Robinhood. I want this to be very clear. I'm not shitting on Robinhood at all. I think Robinhood is a positive for crypto. I don't think it's a negative at all. I'm just saying that, like, if you're selling your conviction plays to go chase whatever is being built on there early, you're gonna get slaughtered, and that's fine. Like that's you're. You know what? At the end of the day, like, it's up to you. You're hitting the buy button. You're hitting the sell button. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You're grown ass people, but you can't complain though. When shit starts moving, because we're still in the bear market, man. From a chart perspective, we're in a bear market. So, like, you want to play these games, play them. Absolutely, do your thing. But when things start coming back, when the bull market comes back, the bullish sentiment is here, and I feel like it's still here. But
yeah,
when
no,
the
it
bull
hasn't gone
market,
anywhere.
say that again,
It hasn't gone anywhere. It's just getting started.
when the bull market returns, I think a lot of people are going to live with regrets because they're not in position to win. They are definitely not in a position to win. And my whole community, that shit is real. You got to build a fucking community that is willing to go ahead. Look, Dogecoin. Let me ask you a question. Who is the leader of Dogecoin?
There is no. It's just the
Exactly.
dog. Yep.
That do you understand where I'm coming? How hardcore is that Dogecoin community?
I mean, there's still a ton of people over there building and working on the actual chain itself. Look, a lot of people don't. The reason why people don't talk about it is because when you're in a bear market, what are builders doing? They're working. What are communities doing? They're working.
Was Elon the voice that sent Dogecoin? No. I was in Dogecoin. I was in Dogecoin when Elon didn't even acknowledge Dogecoin. Did he help? Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna take it away, but there was a community there. There's a fucking community. It wasn't a community. It was a cult. Same thing with Shiba Inu. Who's the leader of Shiba Inu?
No one can tell you that because there is
Because at the end of the day, who's the leader of Pepe?
nobody.
Exactly. This is what I'm trying to install in people's heads. There were no fucking leaders. Everybody became a fucking leader. You got a bunch of people that believed in something. There was a bunch of people, millions of people believed in something, and it went. They didn't have to ask for permission. It just went because they actually believed in the meme. Anything that's waiting for somebody, a KOL, an influencer, it's not a meme. It's not. It is a way to go ahead and fucking flip $1 for $3. That is all it is. It's not a meme. It is a fucking lottery ticket that you're hoping to score on and move on to the next one. So then when you move on to the next one, you'll lose your ass. Like, that's all it is. You got this jackass in the fucking community chat right now. Why are you pretending you are not stupid? I don't even know what the fuck that even means. These are the people that don't understand what community is. They have never been a part of a community. They've never been a part of a Dogecoin, a Shiba Inu, a Pepe. They've never participated. They are waiting for their favorite KOL, their favorite influencer to say go. That's it. So they don't want to change anything. They're not here for change. They're not here to heal. They're not here to build out. They're not here to do nothing. except extract. And then after they extract, guess who they point the finger at? Go ahead, Landy. I'm sure you're smart enough because apparently we're not.
Well, I don't know. The person who is in the quote unquote in charge of whatever said thing is. Look, I mean, this is
Let me
why.
shut this guy up right now. I participated, but the difference is the token is named after you. Did I ask somebody to name the fucking token after me? When I created a Pump Fund page, did I ask for somebody to create the fucking token's name after me? So now you create a token name after me and you want me to endorse. Do you understand these fucking people? This is the mindset you got to break. It's a virus. It's a virus because you know what? If it is a meme, if it really does mean something, you don't need nobody. We've seen that, and I'm going to say this again. We've seen it with Dogecoin. We've seen it with Pepe. We've seen it with Shiba Inu. I can continue to name on. There are a lot of memes that were really fucking successful, and nobody waited for anybody. Not a goddamn KOL, not an influencer, not the goddamn president himself, man.
This is where I think this person clearly doesn't understand. It's not getting through their thick skull. Is that community is what drives things forward. At the end of the day, that is always what drives things forward. And you look at anything, anyone. Look at Ethereum. Look at Vitalik. Look at Cardano. Look at Charles. When you create something and you are the face of said thing, the only way that it's going to become big is if the community of people and the surrounding ecosystem drive it all forward. And then you have to take a step back, right? You have to take a step back, or you don't become the face of that thing, right? Because at the end of the day, no matter what good happens with Ethereum, Cardano, Midnight, good or bad, it's always going to be ascribed to them, no
Correct.
matter what. And it's all about when they have very little control. Like Vitalik has very little control over what's happening at the end of the day with Ethereum's price action, right? People say like, oh, Vitalik's got to do this and he's got to do that. And even when he tries to push things forward in the right direction, he just gets absolutely decimated on the timeline, no matter what he does. Now, granted, it is funny to make fun of a governance style book, but that's literally just jokes. At the end of the day, he's a really smart guy, but who's really calling the shots there? Who's really, calling the shots on ADA? And, that's the DAOs at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Right. And Charles can push the narrative forward and push for innovative stuff and innovative tech, but at the end of the day, it's the community that drives things forward. So whether they're a face or not, does it really matter? No, because it's the community. At the end of the day, it comes down to the community of the people that are participating on either those tokens or on those networks. That is what drives things forward.
Yeah.
And if you don't understand that, it's like it wouldn't matter if Satoshi was still around now, right? He could say and do certain things and people will, no matter if it's good or if it's bad, he could say, hey, look, I still got all these coins from the early days. I'm never going to sell them. It still wouldn't matter. And in fact, it would be a detriment, right? But everybody knows they're literally called Satoshis on Bitcoin, by the way. The unit of the smallest unit of Bitcoin is called a Satoshi. That is literally his name, right? But if he did not go away or step away or, whatever might have happened, he would have still been the face of Bitcoin and still is the face of Bitcoin, but he has no control over Bitcoin's price action or where it's going or its adoption or any of these things. It's about the community of Bitcoiners that got on board, recognized the vision and pushed things forward. And, there was mistakes made along the way in terms of how to pitch it to people and how to present it out there to the wider market could have maybe had some faster adoption. But guess what? It took the path that it took, and it is where it is now. And I think that it would have done so irrespective of whether he was still around or not. And in some cases, I think that it might have been a detriment if he was around,
Yeah,
even
and
though
I think the same thing. The same thing with Dogecoin. Like, I'm not gonna look. I'm not putting Dogecoin and Bitcoin together, but I'm just saying, like, I think Litecoin is better without um,
Charlie.
Charlie Lee. Even though he's still working there, I just feel like it's better. Like, I agree with you. I feel like the greatest projects don't really have.
They're community led.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Like, Bitcoin is community led. As much like, I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck what anybody says.
Yeah, Sailor might be attributed as the face of Bitcoin
But he's
to,
but
but
that
he's
doesn't
not.
mean anything.
Yeah, but
At
he's
the end
not.
of the day, the 50 to 60% of those wallets are held by community members.
Yeah.
And we could talk about Ethereum being the same thing. Like, yeah, we talk about Vitalik and stuff, but at the end of the day, like, without the community, there is no Ethereum. Same thing with Solana, man, too.
Yeah.
But like, look, it's nice to have leadership, 100%. But like, leaders grow within the community. I've seen this. I've seen this. I've been around long enough to see leaders grow. Okay. By the way, I've seen the work the community has been doing. Much respect to you. So this is not me. Yeah, a lot of the things that I said early on today, I don't know. Like, I think they caught the stray.
Yeah, I think that some of them are a little confused.
Yeah. And I can get that, but I have to say, like, listen, if I don't come out on my platform and say that I've endorsed something, or I'm affiliated with something, or I've come to some sort of deal, like communities are coming together with, like, if I haven't said that through my channel, then it's never happened. That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't know why motherfuckers get so worried. I don't know when it happens. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, community dictates all, and that's what I think that is the actual point. And if you're going to hear anything from David, you're going to hear it from David directly.
Like, imagine you come back from a 4-day. You guys are. I don't think like a lot of people understand. Like, I've built my platform, right, and I continue to build it. You're a part of the journey. There are people. We're building something that's great to like give you guys, for those who are interested, to give value, to report on news and not be biased about it. Though you can't say we're biased, whatever. But like, I feel like we're not and we use an unfiltered approach. Like, I'm interested in continuing to build that out. I love crypto. I think, and I battle with Landy with this. We have such, or we've talked about this. I don't even want to say battled or debated. Like, there are so many tools within crypto. They're fucking unique and they're amazing, and you should be building here. And I want to build here also. But I'm going to do it the right way. Like, you guys, does he have motion to send it to 10 million, 20 million, 30? Yeah, I absolutely know in my ball sack, I have whatever you guys describe as motion. But then what? What have I built though? What I gave a number? Like, I'm so lost. I don't give a fuck about your numbers. Like, how is this going to change crypto? How is it going to heal it? Like, is it going to showcase projects in the right light? Is this going to elevate our content creators that deserve to be seen? Like, what is this actually doing? Can we get better memes? Like, I love memes. Like, when you look at memes, you got to be emotionally attached to them. They got to be dope as fuck. They have to have some meaning to them. When people see the meme, they got to say, oh shit, I'm going to use this meme next time there's some sort of post that comes out and I want to express. That's memeing. And then you have people like this who are trying to use reverse psychology on me. Like, it's the dumbest thing to do. He will never endorse David or any other token. I got people speaking for me, Landy. I'm telling you, I got people just like I come back 4 days of being away, and I got people telling me exactly what I'm doing. And what I've said when I haven't, like, it's mind blowing. It's absolutely mind blowing. Trying to reverse psychology on New York. Use reverse psychology on a New Yorker. Yeah, that'll bode well for you. Can you see which country he's from, Landy? Is there a way to see which country he's from?
I mean, not accurately.
No, but like from Twitter,
It'd
you know,
be your own
the
kind,
picture?
bro. It'd be your own kind. Damn, bro. Damn. The Mossad is trying to influence you.
Yo, imagine. Oh, he's from Israel, of course. This guy. Oh, okay, I can't say nothing because I'll definitely lose my fucking.
It's BB's alt account.
I feel, you know, from one standpoint, like I used to feel really bad. I don't, because nobody feels bad for you. All I'm trying to do is, and I'm being repetitive, and this is the last time I'll say it. I'm trying to inspire a bunch of motherfuckers to say, you know what? I am a leader. And you know what? If this meme's good, let's fucking send it. That's really it. If
Yeah.
it's a meme, let's send it. Let's send the motherfucker. Like, it's very simple. Like, memeing is so simple.
Can I issue a warning to the audience because I just saw this fly by the chat?
Say that again.
Do not make memes of me and send them to me because I'm a Bitcoiner and you know what I'll do.
You love that meme, though.
I'm gonna be straight up
I've
with
seen
you.
them make that meme of you being my little bitch.
Oh man.
I'm kidding. I'm just messing around.
Oh man.
I've
No,
seen
no,
that.
no. I'm the
That meme
chief.
is. I can't front. That meme's funny.
It is funny. Look, I am somebody. Oh man.
On a poll.
If y'all send, because somebody mentioned, oh, he's got a pump fund profile. Yeah, no, go ahead and send me memes and watch what happens. Go ahead and send me supply and watch what I'm gonna do to it. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be hilarious.
This guy, Little Johnny's back again. He's confused. He's absolutely confused with the animal now. Like, he's absolutely confused which animal it is.
So and somebody asked me this the other day. It was like, do you buy memes? And I said, and obviously I knew what they were fishing for. And I said, I'm never going to tell you what it is that I'm buying. I'm never going to tell you what it is that I'm in, but you can't guarantee that I'm not in it. Now, there's a difference. If you start launching shit on a Bitcoiner's name and you send it to my wallet, sorry, I'll just apologize ahead of time. So you've been warned. Or I could completely pull the opposite. You send it to the wallet and then I just burn it. Take the fees and buy Bitcoin.
I gotta say, though, a lot of this does not apply to.
I'm evil, yo. Don't fuck with the puppet. I'm evil. Just understand that I am the evil, the evil mastermind behind the puppet. I am puppeteering the puppet. The puppet has no real mind of its own. And
it's crazy.
People don't know the puppet
things
lore.
that are happening, with in the political world, crypto, and all that stuff. But, like, you know what? That DM really bothered me, man. It wasn't just one; it was a bunch of them. You know when you come back and people say, like, you've, like, you're blown away by, like, yo, like, what do you mean? What?
So I did a post, David, and I'm gonna apologize ahead of time for this. I did a post where I said David endorses Bitcoin, and the Bitcoin community and David Gokhshtein are joining forces to promote Bitcoin. And I want to apologize ahead of that.
Well, that is realistic.
I'm sorry.
That's real.
Lud said he has a yarmulke under the crown.
Can I tell you though, like, well, I'm being dead serious, man. It was so good to.
I'm in all your memes, by the way, folks.
I know, I seen it. It was so good to get away. It was so fucking great to get the fuck away. It was. Yo, I'm telling you, everybody has to take a 4-day hiatus from fucking social media. You'll feel so much better.
How does one go about doing that? God bless you.
I just sneezed. Man, I didn't have enough time to do the elbow.
The devil, you sneeze the devil out of you. It's good.
You
Exercise
just
spirits.
you put away the phone. I'm telling you, we live. Yo, this social media shit is a virus, and it's not a good one. Like it really isn't. It really fucks up. It really fucks up your mind. It really does.
That's why I stick to the very specific lane that I do.
Landy, can I tell you something? Look, I'm on air. I'm very like I am me. Like this is what I love about myself. I don't give a fuck. I'll say what it is. Some things I do, I'm holding back on. But Landy, I went so far to thinking like this. I'm done with social media. Like I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do my 2 shows, and I'm done. I'm fine. And I think that also has to do with a lot of I want to do something great. Do you understand what I'm saying to you, Landy, or no? Like I want to do something great. I want to be a part of building something great or getting back to the great times. That's what I want to do. And you look at people and they say, yeah, I want to do the same thing. And then day 7, they're like, yo, like, how do I profit? And it's just like, bro, like this place has changed and it's never going to change back. It's kind of one of those things like it's never going to change. It's never going to want it. It's never going to be what you want it to be or what it was previously with that mindset. And I also understand that people come here for gain. So it's not like, oh my God, bro, I get that too. But like, can you build something first before you start thinking about all these gains? Like seriously, is there any possible way that you can do that? But it is what it is. I really did want to fucking talk about other shit within the markets and stuff, but I got to tell you, this is the problem with social media. I came back very energized, very good. Demeanor was cool and calm and relaxed, and then when I seen the messages being sent to me, pointing out certain things, I was like, I've never seen this type of shit. I've never seen it. Never. Half the people took my message today as if it was them, and this was totally outside of everything. So
yeah,
this was more like, hey, if I don't come on to my personal, whether it's my personal accounts on social media and endorse or make a statement acknowledging that, it never happened. That was really all I said. And everybody got spooked. A good thing, because you know what? Guess who got spooked? There's the people that are about to go ahead and slam you over the head. And that's the problem.
Well, bye-bye.
Listen, I'm fine with it. Do you understand why? Because the real ones are building. And I hope that they're able to build out. Because as I said before, I want to go ahead and I want, like, in my heart, I really want to bless something. The numbers are never the things that I worry about. It's more so, is the foundation there? Will the foundation ever be built? That's really it. That's what it really comes down to. Will the foundation ever be built? Or is this just like, hey, we're going to go ahead and milk him? Which everybody has. Let me pause. That's why I was so willing after this whole thing to just like focus on me. Like I've been coming on here every single day for years reporting on news. And it's just like, yo, like maybe sometimes you just got to focus on yourself too, man. I think I provide value. We interview really good people and all that good stuff. You come on, you do your show. Okay, great. We provide value. Now what? You're talking about Pete. I might do OnlyFans. That's easier. I think me showing off my balls and shit. I mean, it's just easier, right?
I was just, I'm just, I'm doing trolling puppet stuff. Like my feet pics are worth more than most of your NFT ports. Yeah.
I've gone into. I remember. I'll give you an example. I'm going to talk about Bobo. Yes, I'm in Bobo. So I haven't sold Bobo. I've been holding Bobo forever. I like Bobo. Okay. Bottom line, I just like Bobo. I like the meme. I like Rek Takashi. I like the way he goes about business. That's it. He's mean. He don't give a fuck about the price. He doesn't give a fuck about the chart. He literally, I can say he doesn't not give a fuck about this chart. There is no chart to him. Like he is just like every day I'm a meme. And I'm a meme. I'm gonna come out with this meme. I love this meme. I am this meme. I'm going to meme. That's it. That is his thing. When there are red days, he's memeing and laughing. And I've said this before. Bobo, like even though I didn't need Bobo to allow me to smile on a red day, but Bobo just made it even that much more better when red days would go by because you meme the fuck out of people.
Mm-hmm.
You see Rek Takashi on the timeline fucking memeing people while they're fucking crying with the Bobo meme. And it's funny. It's fucking funny to watch.
Mm-hmm.
When I went into it, 400, 500K. It went to 235 million. I had spaces on it all damn day long. For months, had spaces on it. We just talked about the meme. Nobody was talking about charts. And that's when you know when you're in a good ass meme. Like nobody's fucking talking about the price charts. Pepe, nobody was talking about the price charts. Everybody was just happy to be around people during a fucking coming out of a nasty time from the pandemic. Dogecoin, same shit. People were just happy to talk to one another and kumbaya with a motherfucker. That's it. That's what makes memes special, man. Shout out to Ansem. I'm not friends with him. I don't talk to him. I don't speak to him. But like, he's trying to build his brand. Good for him. I think everybody should do it. I absolutely believe that everybody should build their brand. That's it. People say that people are copycatting him and all this. Why do you give a fuck? He's laying out a blueprint. Anybody can use it who has a brand. That's it. Are they going to be as effective as him? Who knows? Maybe they'll do better. Maybe they do better. Maybe they don't. Why are we rooting against people? That's another thing. Why are we rooting for people to fill in our space? If we have more people that win in this space, then this space wins. The more people that win, the bigger the space becomes. Like I don't get why you would root for somebody to lose. That's such an awful mentality to have. Really do believe like it's just gonorrhea, bro. It's absolute gonorrhea. And there goes my fucking monitor. It's not working, but this is what I come back to. This is what I came back to. A monitor that doesn't work. Still doesn't fucking work. Unbelievable, bro. If I took a picture right now, I look like never mind. I had to write an email to TikTok.
Yeah.
Again, They took me off a restream.
Oh, fun.
For what? I wasn't even on Friday. Anyway, did I miss anything on Polymarket? Anything? Let me look.
I mean, the straight open Schrodinger straight stuff. That's about it that I saw outside of soccer, FIFA stuff.
Argentina. Shout out to them. Who else? Conor McGregor, man. I felt so bad, man. I really did feel bad for Conor McGregor, man. Really felt bad for him, man. I don't think he got hurt before the fight. All this bullshit. Like, you've never tore your ACL to go ahead and talk about, oh, Conor's gonna. If Conor had a torn ACL, there is no way he is making that kick. I think that what you saw was a person being out of the ring for 5 years. That's what you saw. And all that adrenaline kicked in, and I don't know, man. I felt so bad for him. You can see he was fucking devastated, man. Lindsey Graham died. I saw that as I think yesterday. That's
Yeah.
That's sad. Regardless of what you guys feel about him, I think that's sad.
Yeah, look, I mean, it sounds like it was a fairly sudden thing, and obviously he came back from traveling, and then
He was in the
you know,
Ukraine traveling. That's kind of
well, here's the thing about that. You know, his family has a history of heart attack.
yeah.
Runs runs in the family.
You know,
That's rough.
you know what you can say though about him. All these politicians make a lot of money when they get into office, in the millions. Yet when you look at Lindsey Graham, whether you agree with them or not, his stances on, like, I used to get on Lindsey Graham. I'd be like, man, this guy, all he wants is war and shit. But when you look at his net worth, he didn't really make that much money.
Out of all of the years in office, I think the aggregate that he had in terms of net worth was anywhere from 1.5 to 3 million, depending on which sources you're looking at, which is a very rare thing. Which tells you that, generally you work that long and you're saving
Yeah.
and you're investing. That's just normal. It is pretty incredible that, there's a lot of people that didn't like him, and for there's a lot of people within on the right, in his own party that didn't like him because there were periods in time where he was intensely critical of Trump, especially for the MAGA movement. They didn't care for him that much. At least that's the perception that I got over the many years. In particular, post 2020 election, many were very, very critical of Graham. But one of the big things I think that people forget is go look at his voting record. If you're in MAGA or you're a Trump supporter and you look at his voting record, he primarily voted with the president's agenda, and he was an ally. Depending on, I think that realistically it comes down to the war hawk stance that people didn't like. But he wasn't this guy that was, there was a lot of accusations for a long time, and it never really rang true that he was banking off of the defense industry, and that there was never anything backing that up. I think that he was genuine in his convictions. Obviously, he was a politician, and politicians play the political game, right? It's all about optics and message and all that kind of stuff. And he was very deeply entrenched in DC. Now it's about, what comes next. And we now have seen that I believe Trump endorsed his sister to take his seat, who was very, very close, and I guess guided a lot of his thoughts on policy. And that's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. Now, then there's politicians like the turtle, Mitch McConnell.
Yeah.
who we don't know what's
Well, he took
realistic,
a
and they
picture.
tried to use an AI picture. Yeah, it was determined to be AI. They tried to shove an AI picture out there, and see, this is something that is very different. Like, people are trying to draw the correlations between Graham and McConnell. Graham and McConnell, very, very different. Graham was very, very focused. You cannot, if there's one thing that whether you agree or disagree with the guy, he was pretty unwavering in his stances and his views on the world and policy and the direction that policy should go. So whether you love him or hate him, you can't accuse him of defying his ideals when it came to policy at the end of the day. McConnell, completely all over the map. And he is a political tool. He is literally, and that is what his seat is being used for. It's what was the other, the Dianne Feinstein? Same thing, just a political tool. When she was old and couldn't, you
Yeah.
know, couldn't actually do anything. It's all about just, keep her there and alive so that we can influence the vote. And that's what's going on with McConnell right now. Um,
Let me
you
just
know,
get to.
and even for the people that I disagree with, because there's some people I fervently disagree with that are across the aisle and hate everything that I have said politically, and but still we remain friends and on good terms. Um, One thing that was said is never speak ill of the dead. I actually kind of agree with that, only to a certain extent, though.
Yeah.
Sorry. I only agree with that to a certain extent, because McConnell and others that have literally just had their seat for sale to the highest bidder. I don't think that's something that you could say about Graham, and it's been proven through. I mean, they've tried to get a ton of dirt on the guy over the years and could never prove any of it, but you can definitely prove it with a lot of these other politicians getting rich in office and stuff like that. It's kind of wild that they just are basically seat for sale. Republican nominee JD Vance down 14 points and Rubio moving up. Who's moving up?
Yeah. So I want to.
Who had the
Obviously,
biggest
Prediction
spike?
Market is the official prediction market sponsor of the breakdown. I wanted to go ahead and look at the Republican Party presidential nominees of 2028. Vance is down 14%, but he's still at 42%. You got Rubio next at 28%, and then everything else is good luck. I mean, Trump's at 2%. Trump's doing better than a lot of people. Ted Cruz. I don't even know how Elon Musk is on here, but still, like, but yeah, I mean, it's gonna be. Look, that's why I'm saying, like, you have, I don't know, you have these two, JD Vance, you got Rubio. If they go on the ticket together in 2028, I don't see anybody beating them. I just don't, because then you can go ahead and kind of like, I mean, we can look at here. I'll show you. So you have the Democratic nominees, and you have 20% Gavin Newsom. You got AOC at 15%. They're all going to be battling each other here,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I just don't see the Democratic Party coming out with a win. So I think this is really close to the truth. But who knows? Again, we shall see. We shall see who comes out. But I don't think they have a chance. They need to find somebody. They really need to find somebody on the Democratic side that can really polarize the nation, and really, have this kind of swag of bringing people back together. It has to be like one of those Obama moments. How about that? The Democrats need an Obama.
They're
Do
not
you
going to
understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, but they're not going to get that. If anything, you see the correlation that they're trying to draw within the Democrat Party now is Mamdani Obama, and I think that's really the direction that they are starting to try to push, because they feel that that's the only way that they're going to be able to win.
Yeah.
And I think that that's going to blow up in their face big time. If you don't capture at least a substantial portion of the middle, you are not going to win national elections. You might win and absolutely kill it in regional, state, local elections, but it's going to be very tough. It's a tough sell. And Newsom is not doing himself a lot of favors, but remember, just like in the crypto space, how everybody's got the memory of a gnat fly, that's the same in the political space. So by 2028, Newsom is hoping that he can clean up his image in the public eye enough to, and I don't think he can personally. I think, and I don't think they have the bullpen to actually pull off a win in 2028 as it stands right now, unless we get a fast riser on the Democrat side.
Yeah.
And look, I know that Republicans are like all for it, like go ahead. But if you don't have a healthy, functional adversarial party, it becomes an actual problem, because then you start getting infection from within, and you don't have a unifying message in terms of something to actually fight against. And right now, it's the communism narrative, the socialism
Yeah.
to communism narrative. But by 2028, I feel like the Democrats are going to try to calm that. But they're still going to run on Trump bad, because if it's a JD Rubio ticket, they're just going to run on Trump bad. They're not going to be able to attack them very effectively without just saying Trump bad. And that's not a message that I think is going to resonate with people in the coming years. It's just not, in my opinion. In the Democrat Party doesn't have a good platform, and base of policy to pitch to the American people right now, outside of very blue, very Democrat areas and strongholds.
Nobody
So
wants socialism. Not for the most part. I don't think this country wants anything to do with that. So
the cities, but people in the cities do. They've been indoctrinated with this for a very long time, since we were kids. This was already getting rolling when we were kids. You and I, when we were small in New
yeah,
York, socialism it's no different in terms of its messaging than it was even then. A lot of people think like, no, it's just new. No, it's not. It's literally the same messaging from back in the late 80s, early 90s, and through to the late 90s. It's the same message and same push. The difference now is that through the educational um, infrastructure, especially at the university level, they have indoctrinated a lot more people than even then in that message. So now they can get those wins in the New York City and in the surrounding districts,
yeah.
in California, in LA, and those surrounding districts. And a lot of that is going to be hyper concentrated to those larger cities. That's very, very tough to take it national. I think it's actually, and I think the Democrat leadership knows that it's a losing proposition to take that message nationally and nationwide, and they don't know what to do right now. They're not sure which way to take it. They want to take the wins and then flip the script on them, and that's just not going to work. You're only going to make them more powerful if you start flipping and turning on them. And and I think now that the cat's out of the bag and they let them in the door, they've got a big problem on their hands, and it's going to start reflecting, I think, in the coming years
Well,
in
that's their
polls
problem.
and in registration. It
I think
already
that's
is
their
in
problem.
registration.
I think I've stated this a long time ago. I think the Republican Party got a good decade in them to run or to own that Oval Office right now, especially with the way the Democrats have set shit up. So, but that's about it, man. That's about it. I just want to tell you that being by Canada, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know, bro. Like, what the fuck do you guys do out there, bro? It is so. Yo, the next store. How about this? The next store is about like fucking 42 miles away. What the fuck are we talking about,
Brother.
bro? What is that?
So you must have been past the Catskills
Way
Um,
past the Catskill, easy peasy over there, bro. Like,
so if
what
you were
the
in the
fuck,
northeastern part of the state, there's nothing there. There's
bro?
nothing.
I was, you know, I was thinking, if I break my leg right now, where do I go?
You fix it. You set that yourself, bro.
That's what I was thinking.
You set that yourself, and you drive an hour and a half to 2 hours to the next emergency room. That's what you do.
I did miss crypto, but then I didn't miss crypto. Is that weird? Like I missed it, but I didn't miss it. I was just like, you know what? But I'm out here in these mountains. Well, the first day, I got to tell you, I kept falling asleep because the air's so pure.
Yeah.
It's just like, fuck. My eyes were like, I was cross-eyed and shit. Like that, you have to get used to that, and then you get. I got a headache and shit. I was like, all right, got a headache, and then I did something which, fucking, my nose is still swollen. Imagine climbing up the side of a fucking mountain, bro.
Done it. Little puppet legs could only take me so far before I was like, you know what? Maybe this isn't for me.
Bro, I took a picture because I don't know if you've seen this picture. I took a picture of me laying on the ground because I couldn't even move. So I took a picture of the fucking stars. I got to tell you, the sky is beautiful. Like at night, when you're up there, man, you're not at fucking sea level, man. Like the elevation, you're up there. You take a picture, man. It is fucking beautiful.
Yeah,
It is fucking beautiful.
and you don't get a lot of the light pollution from the city.
Shout out to Todd. I like Todd. Todd, a bunch of these motherfuckers, man. They go hard, man.
Yeah,
I gotta give him some props. I was laying back, man. I was honestly on the second, I would say the third, fourth day, I was connecting with, I swear to God, I was connecting with Mother Nature, man. It was just like this. I can't even explain it. You got to do it, man. That was a connection. It was dope. And I just felt like, I don't know. I just felt like my soul felt good. That's the best way that I can tell you, explain. Like the energy in my body and my soul felt really good. That's really. By the way, shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody in this chat that. I know I came out guns blazing, but y'all read the message completely wrong. A lot of you guys who are in here giving positive remarks, a lot of you guys I see on the timeline, you're working your asses off. I see it. I see it now. Well, after 4 days, I see it ever since I picked up the phone. I see it. I see it. And respect. Maybe you guys will be the ones that heal the space. Maybe together we will go ahead and bring back the good times. I mean, thank God. Man, I'm waiting for that. I'm absolutely waiting for that. So, but again, as I acknowledged, y'all can replay the tape in the beginning. Saying things like Little Johnny saying things like David got no motion. He can't send anything. That's why he's not calling anything. It's just like, I'm laughing. I'm like, okay, like if that's, I'm fine with it. I mean, okay. I guess I don't have motion. What do you want me to say? You don't hurt my feelings. I only work. You know what's funny? I have no motion, but I work with such elite brands. It's crazy. Do you understand? Like these people, you could tell they haven't finished school. Like they've never been in business at all, right? Yeah, everybody. Cash App absolutely contacts everybody to work with them. Right? Like it's one of those things you would sit back and say, okay, I am an idiot. Like as you're writing this kind of, as you're writing this bullshit, you should be saying like, I am absolutely an idiot. But I'll continue to write this because I am who I am. I'm an idiot. Like, okay, the dude is. Never mind. Forget about the sponsorships, right? These are just like regular sponsors, right? Forget about the people David works with, just regular people, right? Forget about who David is following and who's following him, just regular people. Right? No motion. Especially this jabroni guy makes me laugh. Because if you look at his timeline before he deletes it, go look at it. He's on his knees praising me. And now because it's been too long of a process, he's like, oh, no motion, bitch. And this is the space that you're in. It's like they think that, especially with me, I don't give a fuck. They think they're gonna tag me with the whole no motion situation, so I can prove I have motion, so they can dump on the motion. You can blow me sideways. Dude's probably deleting everything that's positive about me. He's like delete. I gotta motherfucker him more. New York City, we grow up. We know this whole reverse psychology shit, which I mentioned earlier today. Y'all not gonna get me with that. Say whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. We don't care. You're a Jew. Okay, thanks. Didn't know that. You're such a... such a man.
Just
in the beginning, I was reading comments as I was Landy, as I'm reading my comments, I'm reading comments in the beginning, and they're like, he must have spoke to somebody. Yeah, like I'm not gonna speak to somebody. Like, yeah, let's just do this. Let's do this blindfolded. Like, yeah.
It's funny.
Let's not think about what could be built. Let's just blindfold ourselves and just do it.
You know, that sounds...
I can't relate. I cannot relate. Like, I cannot relate, Landy. I can't relate.
Holy shit. We lost David.
Something just fell, and I can't relate.
Oh, there he is.
You lost me?
What's up, David? Welcome back.
What
Oh,
happened?
now you're delayed. Oh, there you go. I think it's working itself out. What the hell?
What happened?
Your stream just went wild for a minute. Now you're back.
Don't scare me, man. Anyway. Oh, hold on. Let me... Hold on. Ready? Hold on. I like this one. I love somebody to show me this, too. This guy, Run, who probably had $3.44 and something. You coward! Everyone knows. Who's everyone? But everyone knows you soft shield. Why did you interact with those who supported? What happened to supply control? Why didn't you make these statements until now? Somebody who's never tuned into the show.
Yeah, and apparently these are the people that think it's directed at them. This is funny. You think it's directed at you because all you're doing is looking for any exit you possibly can on any play you're in. And when you have that mentality, you're not building anything here.
No.
You're not building. You're here for the quick flip. Literally,
I'm just
the
showing you
embodiment.
this is our environment. Like,
Yeah.
I'm reading this and I'm showing you this is what environment we're in.
Yeah.
So
Quick
these
flip it.
people want you. So let's break it down. You I didn't soft shield shit. I told you exactly what I would look for if I was going to do something. You got to have supply control. I didn't say anything fucking outlandish. Yeah, supply control is big. Especially if you're putting your brand name on it, supply control is absolutely huge. What else did I do? You soft shield where? Because you interacted with the community? Yeah, I interact with communities. Holy shit. Mind blowing. Yes, I talk with communities. Oh my God. That's not an endorsement.
Can you believe that David said that you should probably buy Bitcoin, but the price was higher at the time when he said it, and now it's lower, so he must have been
It's
soft.
lower. Oh my God. I'm out here saying buy Bitcoin at any price.
No, but David, when you said buy Bitcoin at any price, the price was higher, and now it's lower. You're an asshole.
This guy wants me to show him motion so he can get out with the $7 profit. Like,
Bro, he can't get out of the play he's been chilling on his timeline for the past 25 posts.
I looked at it. It's like a fish. It's do you know this? Like when these people talk, I look at their profiles and I read it, right? And I'm like, okay, this guy is saying no motion, yet he's shilling a fish. A fish with legs. Like it's what are we doing? Like, what are we really doing?
Oh man. It's
So
funny.
but they're here's the part. They're the loudest people, right? It's always the negative people that are the loudest, but they don't hate you. They love you because if you can go ahead and do what they want you to do, oh, you're the favorite, but as soon as they exit, you're not because they're gonna go right back to it. And that's what it's all about.
Or if they don't get exactly what they want in the time frame in which they want it, then they're like, "Oh, you're the worst."
Oh
You've
my
got
God.
nothing.
You had the momentum, David. You could have done it on the second day. And the message that I put out there, which is, hey, let's bring back crypto. That they don't give a fuck about that. It's like,
No.
how dare you not call this when the momentum, the meta was there, and nobody's listening to me? Like a community makes the momentum, and not the KOLs and influencers. It's you that ultimately makes momentum happen. And the guy's like, oh my, but when everything was up, you could have done something. So then, me saying that I don't want to be a part of the KOL meta, that doesn't. You didn't hear that. See, these people are the people that lost their asses in celebrity coins. Like I know this 100%. These are the people that got leg dropped by Hulk Hogan. You remember that one?
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan showed you that he was a real American and leg dropped your ass literally within 24 minutes. Up, down, goodbye, deleted account. That's what people want. That's what people are accustomed to. There you go, Lev. The Jewish plant. In and out. Like it was a natural candle. This is a natural progression on the chart. I was, huh? What happened? Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, when you don't build a foundation, then it's all it is a lottery ticket. Haktua, right?
Yep.
I felt bad for her because she didn't know. She doesn't fucking know crypto. Come on. You had a bunch of people that put her together. I felt bad for her. I'm probably the only person who felt bad for her because she ruined her entire career, right? Her career was going up and up, and then that shit hit, and what happened? Ruined her entire brand within seconds. Seconds. Did the people care? No. They talked about her for a week and then they left. On to the next one, right? Meanwhile, her career's ruined. Now she's on OnlyFans.
Which is wild. I think that some of us called that pretty early on, actually.
Yeah,
that
but
that was the route she was going to take. But what a wild way to get there.
her podcasting career was taken off, right?
It was, yeah.
Like, think about it. Her podcasting career would have been like probably one of the tops here. She would have been interviewing people like Sophie Cunningham, right? I can see Sophie being on her podcast. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shooting the shit about like the WNBA and like whatever it is, like just shooting the shit about like unfiltered shit. And because people put her together, which is unfortunate, people just put her together. She didn't know better. Boom.
Yeah. And I think that a lot of people don't even understand what being put together means. They don't understand even how. And look, she made mistakes by opening her mouth instead of, she made many mistakes after being put together, and that's always the
She
case.
didn't have a PR team. She didn't have nobody.
Yeah.
Well, who she have? She doesn't understand crypto. She's on there thinking that these people are her friends. These people are savages. They weren't her
Yeah.
friends. They were just looking, hey man, we can do it better for you. Boom! Destroyed her. What's gonna happen to them? Nothing.
Yep.
You imagine you took a girl's career and you ruined it. So I'm just giving you, she had a brand, whether you liked it or not, like, the Hawk Tour shit, whether you were, kind of like fucking were into that or not. I know there are a lot of people that kind of frowned on that shit. Doesn't matter. There was an audience for it and they liked her, right? They liked the way she came off. And boom, that happens. Boom, destroys her confidence. I think, you know what it also did? It destroyed her confidence completely.
Yeah.
Just destroyed her confidence. And that's it. It's donezo.
She also got very famous very quickly, and that's, if you're not ready for it, it will destroy you. It will
Which
absolutely destroy you.
and that's why, like, when you look at these things, right? So why do you look at all the celebrities that did their thing? They came extracted, they bounced, right?
Mm-hmm. Hey, remember
Came
that city that was going to be built by Akon?
There you go, like all these things, and I guarantee you, 90% of these celebrities didn't even know what the fuck was happening. You know what I'm talking about? They're just like, yeah, I guess it's just an endorsement, right? Right? Like, it's one of
Yeah,
those
a
things.
lot of them, I do believe, thought it would be an endorsement, or
And it's
they
their
didn't really
managers.
understand what they were getting into.
Their managers are being sold by some crackhead about this being a good thing for the brand. They're showcasing up. Boom. Right?
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Like when you look at, so let's go back into crypto, and Ansem is trying to do something kind of like Mr. Beast, but with tokenization. He's trying to build out a brand which incorporates an audience, his current audience, and a future audience.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. Some people don't like it. I've always been into tokenization, and I think that's cool that somebody's tokenizing their entire brand. Me and Landy spoke about this. Landy says, well, a meme isn't no longer a meme once these kind of things starts happening. Okay, I understand it. At the end of the day, though, I think what he's doing is cool. And I think that even if you don't have to have skin in the game, I think you can go ahead and acknowledge that, hey, this is a good attempt at doing something. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. If it works out, good.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Look, I'm not going to root for anybody's downfall.
Not you. I'm just saying in general. There are people
well,
on the
I-
timeline
no, I'm
wishing
just
that he
saying-
loses.
I'm saying
Look
in
at the
general.
liquidity. Look at this. Look at, bro, like, are you going to allow a project to grow, or are you just going to say it's dead like within 48 hours? That's the problem with our space.
Yeah. Well, part of like what he's doing is a different twist, and it is an effort out and find out and see if it works. And people seem to be on board with it. For all of the FUD after it dropped from the highs, it found a low. It actually found a low on a technical level too at
No.
1.8, 180 million or something like that. What was it? 180 million. So it actually did, find it's playing technically, which tells you that there's market makers involved. And, there is, after the larger dump off from, 450 million down to 180, he's still working it and working on it. And it's either going to work or he has the ability to adjust, and, it gives him flexibility if he wants to see this through for the longer term. maybe he does set up a model in which can show that it has long-term resilience. I don't I'm personally I'm not I'm not one that is looking at it as let's go and try to cut him down. It's let's see what comes of it, right? And for those that are participating in it, you know what you're getting into. It's an experiment. It literally is. And most of crypto in the meme token crossover to business side stuff like what he's doing is an experiment, right? So it really it is he's leveraging his brand to do it. He's leveraging um technical tools to implement things for the community that's supporting it,
Yeah.
and it's either going to work or it's not. And I think that the people that are there that are actually in it, I think a lot of them understand. Obviously, a lot of people are there just for the gains, right? Um, and just send it to Valhalla so that I can make a bunch of money.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't look at that as a bad thing either because you need them to come in. But realistically, those who understand what he's trying to do, and if he sticks to what he says he's going to do, then see how it plays out. It's either going to work or it's not. And if it doesn't work, he's going to get harpooned for it either way. I mean,
Yeah.
the moment this started selling off, he was immediately the bad guy. It was everywhere on the timeline. He was the most horrible person ever and all this other stuff and equating things to other things that he's been into. When in reality, you know, it, it's it is going to be what it is. And you're either going to participate in it or you're not. And anyone that's faulting anybody that's going to sit there and point the finger is kind of wild because you know what you're getting into if you're
Yeah.
getting into it. And that to me has always been like, you're going to sit here and blame somebody else for your inability to understand what it is that you're doing in the space when getting into a play like that. Are you going to be there for the long term or are you just there for a flip? And if you didn't get in and flip it, then and that was your goal, then you're the one who didn't execute. If you're in it for the longer term to see how it goes, what the hell do you care? Like, what the terms are.
But he has, you know what? At the end of the day, he has to be good with it. It's not about who and what. Like, if he's doing it for the right reasons, he has to be good with it. That's really it. Me, I'm telling you
Yes.
right now, I'm just sitting back and observing, and I'm writing, and I'm looking because that's the type of person I am. I look and see where the flaws are. What's the pros? What are the cons? How do you make this fucking great? And that's it. And I will take as much time as possible. I'm not in a rush. Okay, I'm not in a rush at all. In the
No rush.
beginning, like it was kind of like yeah, but like it was just like hold on. Let's look at this. Let's really map this out and look at the pros and cons of doing something like this. That's really it. I haven't changed my fucking tune. So the pros and cons, all this shit got to make sense.
That's
Literally, it has
why,
to make-
to kind of go back to the very beginning, that's why you can't let somebody try to
No,
try
but
to speak
no,
for
hold on.
you.
Ego gets in the way, right?
Yeah.
At times. So like your ego says, "Look, I can do it. I have no problem." But then what? Okay, you do it, but then what? What have you accomplished? That you can say that number went up and that's it? Besides number going up, because the market determines that the market goes, whatever the market determines it to be. Now what? What have you done for crypto? Like, what have you really accomplished? Nothing. Nothing. You're going to be labeled as somebody who is a part of a meta. Like, imagine being labeled as being a part of a meta. Like, that is a horrible. And you're a beta play. Like that's terrible. I'm sorry, that's fucking terrible. Like number went up. You were a part of you were a beta play in a meta. Oh, I cannot. I can't. And it did nothing to help. Everything that you've talked about, it did nothing to go ahead and help with any of that shit. It didn't heal the space. It didn't make the space better. It didn't uplift the content create. It did nothing. It wasn't even memed good. And anybody watching this can't say I'm wrong. Anyone who watches this show can't say I'm wrong. Like it's if you're a rational person and you put away, you take away the blinders, man, you say, yeah, this guy got a fucking point. Because if you're about that life and you want to be the best, if you want to be the best and you ain't gonna be a beta play to anything. This guy's over here like he's quitting. He's like, well, I'm done. Good. Move along.
Again, it comes down to the community. Community is what drives it all. Doesn't matter.
It always has. It always has.
Doesn't matter. Faceless, endorsed, not endorsed. Does not matter. Community drives everything here, because the loudest communities.
They literally said Dogecoin is bullshit. Bitcoin's bullshit. Crypto's bullshit. Guess what happened with Dogecoin?
Look, it's
anyway. It's
funny to
repetitive.
watch.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's fucking repetitive. And if people don't get it, they don't get it. And I ain't got time. It's like Satoshi said. I ain't got time to explain it to you, man. That's it. Bottom line. I ain't Satoshi. I'm just saying. I'm just using what he used on the Bitcoin talk forums. I ain't got time to explain it to you. You don't get it. That's it. Bottom line. You don't get it, you don't get it, man. We'll be back tomorrow at 12 p.m. You're doing your show, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Market update with Landy. We'll break it down. Break down Bitcoin and all sorts of stuff. I'm sure oil and all. And copper. And and I'll be back tomorrow, same time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll go back to the 2-hour shows, obviously. Shout out to the sponsors, Midnight, Polymarket, Cake Wallet.
Side note, I've been using Radar to just relentlessly send sats to various people in my friend group and tell them, pay attention to Bitcoin over the next few months.
I didn't get nothing.
Wait. Well, I'll send you some sats.
I didn't get shit.
I'm gonna send David some Radar sats.
Send me Bitcoin. I don't want you sending me you don't gotta send me a few dollars.
One Satoshi.
No, one Bitcoin. Let's go. Send that shit. And I'll show
Bitcoin.
Listen, you send me one Bitcoin, I'll show everybody that you sent it.
Okay.
Reverse psychology. Let's go. Come on. I will show.
Okay.
I will show everyone.
Show everyone that I'm going to send you one Bitcoin.
Yes.
What if I sent you 10?
Send me 10. Come on, send me 10, bro.
I actually wouldn't do that over Lightning, so no. It's not going to happen through that app. I mean, I could. Not going to, though. Clog up the channel.
Man, I really feel bad for fucking Connor, man.
Do you see immediately the rumors? Oh, they knew he was hurt ahead of time, and they were just trying to push the betting line and this and that. Oh my God.
No, seriously. I mean, it was sad to watch, man.
Well, they're trying to turn it into a scandal now. Some sort of, betting scandal. Like apparently, because he blew his ACL. I mean, look.
You could tell he blew his ACL, man. Like, if not, I don't know what he like. It could be an ACL.
I guess it's confirmed.
An ACL.
It has to be an ACL. Confirmed.
But like at the end of the day, man, like like you can hate Conor, you can hate Conor McGregor all you want, but without him, the UFC is not where it is today. Like he made the UFC. People watch people, and if he comes back to fight again, people will watch Conor. Like all the talk, oh, I don't think anybody's gonna watch him. Yeah, I'm watching. I'm gonna watch Connor. It's kind of like Tyson.
Yeah, I
Y'all
just
watch Tyson against Jake Paul. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna watch Mike Tyson, and you're
but
gonna
I
watch
didn't
Conor McGregor.
but I didn't feel good watching Tyson. I didn't feel good watching Connor go back. I just really wish that they would just not do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but I really feel though Conor McGregor still had something left in the tank. I really did. It's just a freak injury, man. Like, why can't anybody accept it? They started looking at the way like he was hobbling. Like, no, like he was kicking perfectly fine backstage. Do I think Conor McGregor was maybe nervous for the first time? Maybe, but also then like he's been talking about God a lot, and he just looked calm. So a lot of things can be taken out of context here, man.
I
I don't
I
know.
want I would rather Connor just focus on saving Ireland. Just
You
focus
know
on
what?
that.
You know what I'll tell you before we bounce here. I I kind of would have rather the injury was a freak injury, but I wish like if it didn't happen, I would have rather seen Connor lose.
Mm,
What I'm saying is, I would have rather seen him go.
yeah, the full
I
fight
wanted him
instead of
to.
get injured.
I think. By the way, if he landed that kick on Max Holloway, the fight was over. That was the type of kick that knocks people out.
Yep.
And some people were like, hold on, though. He tore his ACL versus Max Holloway the first time, and he continued. Guys, like, he literally. Reading all this shit that people are saying, I'm like, you guys, you could tell people never fought in their lives. Did you
Yeah.
not see him try to fight on? Like, this dude did not want to stop fighting. But every time he stood up, that's it. Like, once you lose your ACL, you cannot stand. There's no lateral flexibility. You can go straight. Like, anybody who knows anything about ACLs, like, you could go straight, but left, right, you're cooked.
Yep. Yep.
Anyway, we'll talk about more of these things. I just wanted to get it. I was so, yeah, honestly, like, I was ready today. I was ready. I came on here. I spooked a lot of people.
Apparently. They did
They
the
did.
and I took that personally meme.
And I wasn't even like, if you would have understood the message, man, it's not a message that you would say, like, a normal message, but it was directed more towards like, hey, if you see people out there in general, because there's a lot of people out there claiming that like I've spoken to them, and I wish everybody well and stuff, but like,
Oh,
I was
yeah,
away
you
for
can
4 days. I couldn't even speak to anybody. I said
I'm
the only
watching
person
that.
I had any sort of contact with was Landy for like a few minutes in terms of text, and that's it.
Yep.
None. Like I didn't have reception. I didn't have reception to talk to anybody, man. I found like one piece of fucking there was Sky, and it connected for a second, man. I felt like I needed a satellite phone. Anyway, I appreciate you, Landy.
Thanks, David.
We'll chop it up tomorrow, obviously, and shout out to everybody.
brother.
I'll see you tomorrow, man.
Take care.
Landy's the GOAT. Go ahead and tune into Landy for real. Tune into Landy on 9 p.m. and just follow Landy. He's definitely the GOAT, man. When it comes to charting and just breaking down shit. Yo, on the real, I do respect the fuck out of the community. 100%. There are motherfuckers that out here that ride for me for right reasons, and y'all want to see me win. And I love that. I love y'all. Seriously, real talk. Y'all, you guys want to see me win. I appreciate that. I like winning the right way. And I've come back with a different mindset now. Like, absolutely 100% different mindset. I've always had a great mindset, but now I really have a really, really good mindset. So that's it. We'll be back with the quote of the day right after this.
What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh, wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto. Anyway, quote of the day is just be nice to people, be good to people, and just do better. That's it. That's really it. Anyway, it was great to be back on here. I did miss obviously doing this show. I love this show. I love the people that tune in. I respect the communities that build, that have bigger dreams, that don't just chase $3, that don't give a fuck about charts, that build, continue to build. And I feel like those communities always win because it's tough to break them. Bottom line, it's just tough to go ahead and break real communities. And I've seen that. I've seen it throughout my time here. Once you form this community / cult that actually backs something that's amazing, you can't break them. Can't break their will, can't break their passion for whatever it is. So much respect to them. Much respect to them. That's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.